Welcome back to the Football Opinionated podcast. Today I'm joined by Cal, an Everton fan, Connor, a Brighton fan. We're going over last week's games in the FA Cup, the weekend's Premier League games and the Champions League games in the week. We'll also be previewing the weekend's football games in the Premier League and going over our fantasy team.
Hello.
Hello, good to be back.
Connor was back, first time on the pod. Cal, big result it's quite a while ago now, but last Wednesday, beating Spurs 5-4 in the Cup. What did you think of the game?
Yeah, unreal game. Seems we can't defend from corners though, which is a bit of a worry, but scored enough, so it's all right in the end.
Yeah, I thought you played well, but I don't know. I feel like every single goal we gave you, other than the Richarlison one from outside the box, I just think we sort of just handed you every single goal.
Yeah.
And you probably did pretty similar, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with like the corners, just because just need to get working on them, because otherwise
neither team wanted to win. Just every time both teams got in a position to win, we threw it away. Like for me, the first 20 minutes probably one of the best we played all season, and then suddenly we're 3-1 down. Like I don't
For those tweets about it being the most Everton Spurs game ever, you're just doing your very best to throw it away as possible. Like 9 goals in the game, only Everton Spurs. Genuinely, like I don't know how that happened. Still,
yeah, I thought just some of the goals, some of the defending, just
shambles.
Like I can't remember I think it was this. Well, the penalty was just stupid, and then I think your first goal we just gave. Yeah, Lloris just pushed it into his own net.
He's a terrible season, Andy Lloris. He's in the mud, mate. He's so bad, Lloris.
Oh yeah, we will get on to biscuit wrists. But Cal, 5 goals in that game, and then you went into midweek obviously with a high getting through in the cup, and then Fulham just took you apart.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't even know. It's so annoying because the thing about us this season is we're playing so well, and then we're losing home games like against Fulham and then Newcastle, and it's just all these bad teams. And if we want to get Europe, it's just like we're just not going to be able to get Europe losing all these games. It's just silly.
You think that's an issue of Ancelotti or the players?
I feel like probably. Well, I feel like Ancelotti's probably got the experience to know how to approach those games differently, and I feel like a lot of it's just Everton's like mentality. Because
I think you miss Calvert-Lewin definitely against Fulham. Yeah. Like without him, you look completely lost. Like who were you playing up front? I can't remember. Richarlison, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't nearly as good there.
Yeah, and then also because Alan's going to be back for this game against Liverpool as well. We've been missing him recently as well, just in midfield. Even though Tom Davies has been playing quite well since he's gone. Alan's been injured, but
yeah, he's been good a few games I've watched, definitely.
Yeah. The big thing with Everton as well is the lack of fans. I think at home in those sort of games, like the players can't get up for it as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Fans getting on their backs. Like I think Everton missed the crowd quite a lot because all the big games you seem to sort of not always win, but you'll like score goals and you'll give it a go. Against Fulham, you just seem to like sort of not really go for it.
Yeah, exactly. Just have no motivation for it.
Yeah, definitely. And then you lost to City yesterday with no shame in obviously losing to City. Yeah, exactly. But a frustrating result again. 2 losses in a row.
Your goal was so funny. Digne's shot, it just hits Richarlison. He runs off like he scored a worldie. He's so funny, Richarlison. I hate him sometimes.
I hate Richarlison. Like
I don't know how I love him.
Mate, when he came to the Amex, he did a header against Webster, definite own goal, and he runs off in the chicken celebration in front of the North Stand. Like it was an own goal. It went down as a Webster own goal. What are you doing? That was so embarrassing.
There was that point in the game against us where I think Sanchez was next to him, brushed his arm. He just threw himself on the floor. I just think he spends he's a good footballer, but he just spends his whole game on the floor and it just winds me up.
I feel like though difference say between him and Salah, so like he'll actually get contact and he'll then maybe exaggerate a bit, whereas like Salah for example just has no contact and he'll just like fall on the floor.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you'll get top 4 this season?
No.
Where do you think you'll finish?
Where I think we'll finish, like 6th, I reckon. Because if we finish behind West Ham and Villa, then that's just going to be the most like infuriating thing. Because they're not like they're doing well this season, but they're not actually like great teams. They're not like good teams, so it's just
I think your defence lets you down. I think Everton's defence is an issue. Like,
Missing Yerry Mina recently as well. Like Godfrey and Holgate are back together. Godfrey wasn't great for Norwich, I don't think, at centre back. And he's much better for your right back and stuff.
yeah. Godfrey at left back this season's been unreal.
Exactly, yeah. Him and Holgate together didn't work at all in that Fulham game.
Yeah. I think Spurs have quite similar problems to Everton. Obviously, after the Everton game, we lost 3-0 to City at the weekend, and like it was just embarrassing. It wasn't. It could have been 5 or 6, in my opinion.
You could have gone 1-0 up though. To be fair, I don't think it was that bad. I think it being a bit harsh, but the Reece as well didn't help you.
I think we need a new goalie. We need all new back four and goalie, and like good players. Because if Lloris just people say he's a world class goalie, but every week he seems to make a mistake.
He goes through his periods only. Like there's some half seasons where you think, wow, he's clearly the World Cup winner, and the next half of season you're thinking, how does he even get anywhere near the France team? Like, it's weird, isn't it?
I think he's a fraud. I've said it for a while. Like he can't kick. He can't. He makes poor saves. He doesn't claim crosses. I think his only good thing is when it's like shots close to him, he's quite good at reflex saves. But even like recently, he's just been letting them in, like Calvert-Lewin shot, and then
the penalty, the other one, yeah.
Like it's costing us games most weeks.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit like, Pickford's obviously makes mistakes very often, but I still think he's decent. But then Olsen, like he came in was decent, but then he's made a few mistakes recently as well.
I think
I thought he played well as well, but he shipped 10 goals in 4 games. It's like he can't play that well then if he shipped 10 goals. But I must have been deceived or something. I thought he was all right, but yeah, weird.
The standard of keeping in the league this season has been like awful. Like
Great hit and miss, I feel.
Pick out probably I'd say Martinez, Edison, but I wouldn't say he's that great a goalie. You don't have to do much really. Obviously, he's a good goalie, but he's not been like amazing.
He has made a few mistakes for City as well, and they don't have any shots really. So
like Sanchez from Brighton's been good. Pope from Burnley. I think other than that, I can't. Darlow maybe, but other than that, I think there's not that many good keepers anymore.
I think Alisson is a great keeper. I think people forget that. Like, he has just had a blip. It's always his feet as well. It's never with his arms. Like he hasn't made a single mistake with his hands. I don't think. It just needs to sort out his kicking. It's weird.
Yeah,
he's a good keeper though. I think.
I feel like a lot of it's confidence as well, though. Just because if you make one mistake, then you might.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's such a mental thing. That's what I was saying when I remember Sanchez made a debut against Spurs away, like you lot away. That game, I was like, we've lost because he didn't get into the Forest Green team. I don't think because he kept making so many horrendous mistakes, and it tells you how mental he is because he comes to the Premier League and he hasn't made a single mistake. He hasn't put a foot wrong. He's been amazing. It's like, how can you go from the Forest Green bench in League Two to the Premier League and not make a mistake? It's definitely mental. Yeah, that's crazy to me. That.
I think Lloris is definitely because it's definitely in his head that he's making mistakes, and then it doesn't help him that he's got a bunch of clowns in front of him as well. Like, if we just talk about that Sanchez moment where he fell on the floor and tried to defend with his head.
That was so funny. Oh, mate, honestly.
Some Spurs up for me and some...
As good as the pass was for Edison, Sanchez is probably quicker than Gundogan. I don't get how he's let him sprint in behind into that space and beat him to the ball and then mug him off like that. It's terrible.
No, Sanchez is meant to be strong.
He looks more lanky to me than built.
I think that's probably the worst pieces of business we've ever done. Like,
how much was he?
40 mil, something like that.
40. That's mental.
That is, he's awful. Like,
you could have probably got a Lewis Dunk for 40 million a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think we need 4 new centre backs. Like, and we have a lot of issues, obviously defensively. I think only player I'd keep in our back 5 is Reguilon, personally.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that definitely. If you want to like push Champions League and win the league, then yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely need. I think Attack is all right if he starts like Dele Alli sort of getting back in the team a little bit more, which I don't think he's that great, but he's definitely an upgrade on what we have with like Lamella and Lucas. But,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Bale played midweek, didn't he? How was
Yeah.
his?
Scored.
Yeah, Bale. Yeah, well, we played last night, won 4-1. Bale played very well. They were awful. The team were playing. Not gonna lie and say they're any good, but the fact he's like, I think with Bale, it's like a confidence thing. He thinks he's gonna get injured every game and doesn't really give it a go. Like, and it's been, to be honest, it's been a bit of a letdown. Like, he's just been a mascot, really. Like, he came with massive hype and he hasn't played at all. So hopefully he
So
can.
much money as well, honestly.
Yeah, so hopefully he can start playing regularly. Do you think City are dead certain for the league now?
Oh, 100%. I think we said it 2 weeks ago when I was on here with you. Like, they 100%, yeah.
They just look like, I think they look even better than the season when they got 100 points. Like,
Yeah, maybe right now, this moment of time, yeah.
yeah.
What is they've won? Is it 15 in a row now? They've won.
I think it's like 14 in the league, but it's like 20 in all competitions.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Ridiculous.
That's without Sergio Aguero and De Bruyne, with arguably their two best players. That's honestly just can't put into words, can you? It's going to turn into like the French league if we're not careful. How are they doing that with their two best players? Like, can you imagine Van Dijk and Salah and Liverpool doing what City have done? It's just not going to happen, is it?
I think you look at the squads, like if Liverpool, like if Man City had an injury like Van Dijk or Kane to us, they have so many players. Like Guerrero's not played for like a year, but they're still scoring goals. Like if Mahrez gets injured, Silva comes in, or Foden, or if like Rodri gets injured, they have Fernandinho. I think that's the difference, especially with
Yeah, no, it's just unfair, isn't it? Really, like they got 30 million every position and on the bench. Like, I think Phil Foden's one of the only players I can think of they didn't pay loads of money for. Like, it's crazy at the moment with them.
might win the Champions League personally.
Yeah, they're not selling anyone either, really, are they? Like, when was the last time a big player left City? I might
Like
put myself in
Sane
them.
to Bayern.
Yeah, that's true. Sane.
Even then, he's not really done anything.
Yeah, even there he was in and out of the team, weren't he? Like, it's just crazy. Just keep all their good players and buy more. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think Champions League, either City or PSG. Obviously, they beat Barcelona 3-1 in midweek. Mbappe hat trick. Do you think Mbappe sort of showing Messi who's the new sort of best player in the world, or do you think that's too far?
I think that's too far.
Yeah, too far.
Yeah.
Also, I feel sorry for Messi just because the team he's playing with now, like when you compare it with all the teams he's played with, he's now got like Brantway up front rather than say like Suarez or like
The
Villa.
Borough reject.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas
Yeah, I can't get over it. They got rid of Suarez, Rakitic, people like that, and then didn't buy anyone and just brought in youth players. That's not going to win you the Champions League, is it? They've got no chance, even with Messi, which is saying something.
This is probably the worst Barcelona team of all time that in my lifetime that I've seen.
Yeah, definitely. They're like 7-8 points behind Atletico Madrid or something.
Yeah,
Who are top, I think.
and PSG without probably their best player, arguably Neymar, and then they battered them.
And without Di Maria as well, people forget. And Thiago Silva's obviously left, and they still battered 4-1. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
I think it's a good result for like Pochettino as well. Just gone there, like trying to prove himself. To go to the new camp and win 3-1 is a pretty big result.
Yeah, no, that's huge.
Do you think
that'll be huge from going forward as well?
Yeah, do you think he'll be a success there, Cal?
Pochettino, yeah, I reckon so. Just because, like, seeing what he did at Spurs, but now he's got, say, like, resources available to him. Plus, you've got, obviously, Harry Kane, like, unreal player, but then you've got, say, Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria, all these players, like, at your disposal. Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I thought just Mbappe, the way he's so quick, not just like running, but on the ball as well. Like, he takes like 4 touches in the space of like 10 seconds and then he just hits it in. Like, I just think he's ridiculous.
I did think, as good as he was, I think people forget how, like we said earlier, how bad Barca's defence was. Like, people like Lenglet and Piqué's first game back. Like, I've always said that Lenglet never looked anything special to me. Like, does he even get in the France team or anything? Like, I thought it was Titi and Varane. Like, yeah, I don't know about him.
Yeah. I thought someone. Did you watch the game like Paredes and Verratti? I thought they were just.
Oh yeah, but Ratty was. I didn't realize how good he was. So I watched that game again. Don't know if it's got anything to do with Barca being bad, but he was unbelievable. Genuinely, like reminded me of Iniesta almost. Just always kind of around people and stuff.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't realize how good he was.
Another debate people are having is like Haaland. Is he again the next like big thing? He got 2 goals for Dortmund against Sevilla. You think he's on like Mbappe's level or?
Well, his goal record is just ridiculous. He scored something like
20 and 24 or something like that.
Just
Yeah.
ridiculous, like ridiculous numbers. Just scores, especially since he's gone to Dortmund as well. Because who did he play? It was like who was he playing before? Was it
Salzburg.
Salzburg, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously scoring loads then, but how old is he still now? Like 20 years old or something?
20, yeah. I thought he was older than that. Someone said the other day. 20.
2 years younger than Mbappe, is he?
I
Is Mbappe 22?
think they're both 20.
Is Mbappe even younger than 20? Wow, I don't think he's 20. That's crazy.
No, I think Mbappe's 21. Mbappe's 21.
Yeah, there's nothing in it then.
Also, as well, when you think about like they've still got at least like another 10 years of playing, especially if they're going to play at that level for another.
Yeah, it's the new Messi Ronaldo, isn't it? That's what Twitter's saying and everything. Like,
I saw a debate like Man City need a new striker, obviously. Like, would they rather go and get Kane or Haaland? And if you think like Kane's probably got 3 or 4 years left, whereas Haaland's got 10 years at his prime. Like, if
also, Kane's quite injury prone, I feel, like, especially recently. He's not even old yet. He's getting loads.
Yeah, he's got dodgy ankles. Like Haaland's hitting these numbers when he's 20. Like imagine in like 4 or 5 years' time.
Apparently, Dortmund have a load of debt as well, so that needs clearing, which means they'll be more likely to sell. That's what seems to happen every year, don't it, with Lewandowski and people like that. Like they always build up a debt and need to sell players. We'll probably happen again quite soon, I think.
I think they've got about a couple hundred mil in Sancho and Haaland just sitting there.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I heard, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that Haaland had a release clause, something that wasn't like ridiculous amounts of money.
I think it's 90 mil or something like that. Yeah. I think there's going to be a bit of a fight to get him. I think he will go to City personally or Madrid.
Yeah, I think it's out of those two, definitely.
Yeah, I just love how like he's so aggressive, like he's so fast and
he hits the ball so hard, it's ridiculous. Like, I remember I watched a bit of the Sevilla game, and the one thing I saw was he took on a half turn, no backlift. He's the sort of position where you think, oh, just try and take him on and get a shot off, and he just hits it first time, and he hits it so hard at the keeper. Like every time he just finds a way of getting a shot off. It's something that I've never really seen before. Really, I remember when he played Northern Ireland. Obviously, he scored a hat trick. Absolutely tore him apart. Like he's a machine. It's ridiculous. He's literally like a robot. I think people say quite a lot about him. Yeah, he's uncanny. Really, it's weird.
If you had 100 mil and they both cost the same, would you rather sign Mbappe or Haaland?
Oh, still Mbappe, definitely.
Yeah,
he's won the World Cup. Like at that age, like, he can only just yeah. And did amazing in that competition as well. Like, yeah, he's different level, I think.
Yeah, probably Mbappe as well.
I think a lot of people can get ahead of themselves, like saying Mbappe and Haaland are better than Ronaldo and Messi now. But I saw a stat like they'd have to score 50 goals for the next 12 years to reach Ronaldo and Messi numbers.
Yeah, I think Mbappe maybe could. I'm not sure about Haaland, to be honest, but
I feel like though, because Messi and Ronaldo have been so good for so long, people like forget how good they actually are.
Yeah,
they
definitely.
just normalize their like, ridiculous numbers.
Yeah, like Messi scored 91 goals in a calendar year. I don't think anyone will ever do that again.
No, I can't see it unless they're playing in like the Israel second division or something. Yeah. Not happening.
Random league. Do you think going back to the Premier League, Liverpool lost at the weekend to Leicester 3-1, but then they did win 2-0 the other night. Cal, you're obviously big fan of Liverpool. Do you think they'll make top 4?
I don't think Liverpool. Well, actually, I don't know. I said that because then I was confident that we were going to make top 4, but then having seen us lose to Fulham and all these games, no, I don't think we're going to make top 4.
Players coming back though. Have a bit of confidence in your own team.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, this game at the weekend though is actually big because if we beat them, then they're definitely not getting top 4. But I feel like if they beat us, then I don't think we're going to get top 4 anyway. But feel like if they beat us, then we're definitely not getting top four.
Nail in the coffin. Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
If you can get anything like the format you had at the start of the season, though, when you smacked us 4-2 and we're just scoring 1 million goals every game, if you can get that form back, there's no reason why you can't get top four, I think. But you're a long way off that, I think.
massive games, like whoever wins it will like kickstart rest of the season. Like I think if you win it will just put Liverpool even further down in confidence and like
exactly, because it'll be their 4th loss in a row at home, won't it?
Yeah, and you've never won at Anfield.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, if you were to win at Anfield, I feel like that's like just the Liverpool season like sort of falling apart, like completely. It's falling apart, but like that's it, gone. Like
it's only the Champions League that can save them, really, isn't it? If they fall out top four.
I don't even think they played that well in the week personally. Like the 2 goals were both gifted to them.
Yeah, I saw that. And they were not very good at all. That's what I mean about Haaland as well, scoring on them goals in the German league. Like Leipzig this season just looked awful. Like that game, they looked terrible anyway.
Yeah.
Upamecano's leaving as well. They're losing all their players. Like, who they can have left, honestly.
Yeah, there's been rumours going around that we're going to try and get their manager at the end of the season, Nagelsmann, but I don't really know how.
If he goes, that could be the end of Leipzig, honestly. What else have they got left?
Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but I've seen quite a few rumours. Do you think, Cal, do you think you'll get something at Anfield or not?
I think we'll draw. I think because loads of our games recently have just like been draws, and I feel like with them kind of maybe low in confidence, and then us probably still low in confidence, but going into the derby, I feel like we can draw 1-1, especially with Alan back as well, because that will help so much.
And Calvert-Lewin's back as well, isn't he? Right? That's huge, I think, for you.
With like a midfielder that will actually fight as well. What was that?
Calvert-Lewin fit.
Yeah, he's back for the game.
Yeah, I think you should go for it, like not sit back. If you go at Liverpool, like their defence.
That's what we did when they had a couple home games ago now. We just chuck five bodies in the box every time we went forward, and people like Thiago now, they just don't get back, and it actually made it quite easy for us in the end, just to make chances. And you're taking with Calvert-Lewin as well and Richarlison.
I feel like Ancelotti might play 3 centre-backs again though, because Mina's out, so I might play like Keane, Holgate and Godfrey as like those 3 centre-backs, and like Digne left wing back, and either Iwobi or Coleman is like the right wing back.
Iwobi right wing back. I'll never get used to that.
I like Iwobi. I think he's good.
No, he's not bad. Genuinely, he's not bad. I think he's found his level.
I think you need in the summer to get a proper right back though, like someone who can every week be at a good. Because Digne, I think Digne is class, and then like the right side don't really match him up.
Bring back Sidibe, I reckon. There's one sock. Bring him back.
What was that?
Did Sidibe still play for you?
No, he was on loan from Monaco just for a season. We had an option to buy him, but we didn't.
No surprises there.
United as well drawing. Like it seems like no one in the top 4 or near the top wants to actually stay there. Do you think United will get second, or do you think they'll fall further down?
United's such a weird one, isn't it? It's so hard to predict what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Because I said in the last time, like, their defence is just so bad, and that was proven in the West Brom game. I think West Brom had better goal scoring chances, really, like West Brom. And if they're having more chances than United, then not always your quality's going to bail you out. Like, not always Fernandes is going to shim one in the top corner with an unbelievable, weird, kind of good, same time lucky goal. Like, I don't know what's going to. I can't predict that at all.
I still reckon United will come second. I just think that Fernandes, like their attack is just quality. I think like Rashford's decent still. Like, and then
what if Fernandes gets injured though? Then what?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think they will get top 4, maybe third. I think like Cavani as well. I think he's so underrated. Like he's such a good goal scorer. I think they just got problems at the back, like most teams.
Yeah, I think they'll get top 4 too, especially with the other teams like struggling a bit. I think the only ones on form at the moment are Chelsea, maybe Leicester, and City, obviously. And there's 3. I can't think of any more really that are putting them under any pressure.
Yeah. Do you think Leicester will get top 4? They obviously beat Liverpool at the weekend. Maddison on fire. I think another player just so underrated is Harvey Barnes as well.
He's really come into it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Leicester will definitely get top 4 for me.
Reckon.
I think they will as well. I think it'll be close. I think Chelsea will probably leapfrog them at some stage. I feel
Only thing
just
for
because they've got a better squad.
injuries, like Leicester's bench is not great.
Yeah, I think they'll hang on. I think they'll just about hang on and get fourth. I hope they do.
Yeah, I think Chelsea might squeeze in there as well. One at the weekend, Werner finally got his goal. It was a bit like I think you'll both know when Anthony used to play for Fishersgate. Everyone was trying to get him a goal.
Yeah, it was. I do feel bad for though because everyone just takes a mick a bit, don't they? Really.
Werner's a bit like that. They're all just like wishing him to get a goal. It's like, yeah, they signed him for a lot of money. He should be able to score goals by himself.
Yeah.
I've been saying for ages though in our chat, like with the couple Chelsea boys, like Werner's actually been good, but at left wing. Like if you'd bought him as a left wing for that money, and you look at his assists, and he's got like 3 or 4 goals or whatever it is, I generally think he's been quite good. He looks a threat every game, but you put him up front, and it's all about goals all of a sudden. And because he is a striker, that's where he just gets people taking the mick and saying he's not great. But as a left wing, I don't see how you can complain. I think he's been quite good there. He should have scored against Sheffield United as well. Like he won the penalty, he went round the keeper. He would have tapped that in, obviously.
Yeah,
I think he's been quite good recently, especially.
he's created quite a few goals, to be fair.
But on the wing, I feel like without Giroud and Abraham, if you just play a Werner, then he's not very good. It's a weird one. I don't know what they're going to do about that. But
Yeah, I don't really know how. I guess Tuchel's had a bit of an easy ride so far, but they are winning games. But I don't know how he's not playing Chilwell and James and still winning easy.
yeah, it's a weird one with the fullbacks, isn't it? Like Alonso over Chilwell. Like who would have thought that at the start of the season? Like,
I think it's
weird.
bad for England as well. Like I think Chilwell was probably England's best left back until this season.
Yeah, and Luke Shaw's been good recently as well. He's in trouble. He is. He could end up losing his spot coming into the season. I think he was nailed on like earlier on
Yeah.
for England.
Do you think Newcastle will go down, or do you think there's too much gap between the bottom 3?
Yeah, I think the bottom 3 at the minute will be the ones to go down. Because
Yeah.
what is it? It's like, is it 7 points or something between Fulham and Newcastle?
Yeah.
I think Fulham on 18, and then Newcastle on 24.
I think it's
So
I think it's 6 or 7 points.
yeah.
Yeah. I just
That
think
Burnley game was huge for Fulham. If they could hang on in that game, then suddenly they're on 20 points, and then Newcastle on 24, we're on 25. They're right back in it really then.
Yeah.
But yeah, they threw that lead away in a heartbeat. They went 1-0 up, and then 1 minute later they were the most open I've seen them in ages, and then Barnes just rounded the keeper. It's like really weird goal to concede. That's put them in trouble. I think it's a huge game for them.
Yeah, I think Cal's right with the bottom 3 staying the same.
I think Callum
Even
Wilson
though
going out for
Sheffield United
6 to 8
Fulham-
weeks is going under the radar a bit. That's huge, I think, because Callum Wilson just offers something so different to Newcastle. Like, well, who else do they have? Like, they have Dwight Gale, who's not bad, but he's not Callum Wilson, is he? I think they could be in trouble about him. I think they'll limp over the line, maybe.
Yeah. Because even though, say, like Fulham and Sheffield United, their form's picked up a bit recently, it's still not, like, I don't feel like it's going to keep them up still.
Yeah.
Sheffield United just lost John Egan as well for pretty much end of the season.
Yeah,
I think he's out for 2 months.
it's such a bad start that it's almost like all the other teams have got a head start on them, so they're constantly playing catch up.
I think Fulham could do it though. Like I said, without Callum Wilson, Newcastle are in trouble. I feel.
Yeah.
He's the only reason they beat Everton, isn't he? Really.
Yeah. Good point.
I did bring that up. Sorry.
We'll go into predictions for next week. We'll start with the big game for Cal. Everton.
Sure.
You said a draw.
Everton.
What score
Yeah,
you got?
1-1.
Sticking with 1-1.
1-1. Follow?
I'm seeing all the pundits saying Everton will win it, but I'm just not sure. I think Liverpool, after beating Leipzig now, are going to have a bit more confidence. I'll probably go 2-1 Liverpool. Surely they can't not win 4 games at home. That's a turnaround eventually, surely.
I'm going to say 2-2. I think Everton will nick a draw late on. Then Wolves leads the first game tonight. I didn't actually realise. Need to do fantasy team. Do you think Wolves will win that, or do you think Leeds will pick the points?
Hard game, isn't it?
That is a hard game to.
Yeah, draw's not a bad shout. Wolves have got they won their last game, didn't they, against a terrible Southampton team.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that will make any difference to how they play tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if Leeds did Leeds lose last time out.
They lost to Arsenal. Yeah, they got slapped, didn't they?
Yeah, I think Leeds.
4-0 down after.
Know if they're going to how they're going to perform.
Yeah, that's what makes it hard, isn't it? I think 3-1 Leeds. I think they'll win it. No, I think they'll bounce back.
Been pretty good as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they're better on the cow, and I feel like Wolves and that will hopefully come onto them a bit with Neto, even though they're so defensive. I just feel like Leeds will let them come onto them and then counter hopefully.
Yeah.
For them.
And Chelsea.
Chelsea can win. I think 2-1.
Yeah, so Southampton lost 6 in a row, haven't they?
Yeah, Southampton haven't won for ages in the
Yeah.
league.
Of course, we play them when they're flying again and lose 2-1 at home. But I wish we played them at the moment. We probably get an easy 3 points, to be honest. Yeah, I think Chelsea will win. I think it'll be one or two. I'll probably go 2-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, I'll say 2-0 as well. Burnley West Brom, probably the most boring to any Burnley or West Brom fans who some randomly listening, but that
They'll admit it. They'll happily admit that it's a tragic game. So I'll admit that Brighton Burnley, no one wants to see that. Like, it's the same thing.
And I think that'll be 0-0.
I think Burnley win 2-0.
Yeah, I think Burnley will nick it 1-0.
And then Fulham Sheffield United.
This is huge for Fulham. If Fulham lose this, like even draw actually, I think if Fulham don't win this, then that might be it, because apparently they've got a really hard run of fixtures after this.
Yeah, they do have a few difficult games. I think Fulham 2-1.
Yeah.
I think no John Egan now. I go 2-0 for them. I think they'll win comfortably.
Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah. Villa Leicester. I think this will be a really good game.
The thing is with Villa though, I think everyone always says it's going to be a good game because they're right up there, but the defense is so good it just sometimes makes for a bit of a maybe
game.
Less eventful game.
Yeah, I think Villa will win that 1-0.
Vardy's back in it.
Yeah, but Leicester hate playing against teams like that.
Yeah.
Tough one. I wouldn't Leicester win 2-1.
I'll go for 1-1. Boring 1-1.
Spurs West Ham, big derby on Sunday. Who do you think will win that?
This is the most evenly matched West Ham Spurs game for ages, isn't it?
We're underdogs on the bookies. No,
that is. I've never thought I'd see the day. Honestly, that is mental.
Well, they're 5th and we're 9th, so
yeah.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be a draw, 1-1.
Yeah.
I've said 2-2.
I think Antonio is hopeful to be back, but it's not guaranteed. I think if Antonio's back, he will cause havoc. They'll do everything to play him.
Yeah, it was good.
If Antonio's back, I go 2-1 West Ham. If not, I go draw. But I'll go 2-1 West Ham.
Reguilon's not back on Sunday as well, so we got Ben Davies as well at left back. So
you miss Reguilon so much. He's one of the best left backs in the league up till the time he got injured, I think.
Yeah, I think 2 or 3-2 West Ham personally.
Yeah, I got 2-1 West Ham.
And then Arsenal Man City.
City definitely win.
Arsenal just won 4-2 though, and we're 4-0 up after 70 minutes.
5-0 Man City.
5-0.
No, I feel like Pep wouldn't do that to Arteta.
Yeah.
Because it's his old trainer.
Yeah.
KDB might play, mightn't he?
What's that?
Kevin De Bruyne might play.
Oh yeah, because he's back.
Especially if Gundogan's injured, they're going to need that attacking midfielder on, so I think they might play him.
Yeah.
I think 5-0 is kind.
Yeah. Okay.
I think 3 or 4-1, 3 or 4-1, 3-1 City.
I'll say 2-0 City.
All right, we got left. The final game of the weekend before Monday night is Man U Newcastle. Do you think United will win this easily?
Yeah, I think
so.
Yeah, I just think they'll control the game easily. I think they'll win 3-0. Just standard 3-0 win easy.
Yeah, boring 3-0. I think St. Max at the moment is looking a bit like a headless chicken again. I think because he got injured or whatever. Almiron's so inconsistent with scoring goals. No, Callum Wilson, I don't think they'll score. That's how you beat United, is by scoring goals, because their defence is terrible, but Newcastle, I don't think will do it. I think 2-0 United.
Yeah, 3-0 United for me. What are you going for, Cal?
Yeah, 3-0 as well to United.
See, Bruce will part the bus though. I think 3-0 is a bit nice.
Easy, and
Or
then
not.
Connell, big game on Monday, the M23 derby, Palace Brighton.
No one calls it that, but fair enough. Yeah.
All right, the Bird derby, the Seagulls.
It's just not the same, is it, without the fans? Like normally I'd be so up for it and stuff, but it's like just like another game now, really, with no fans in there. Obviously, it's still massive, but yeah. Last time we played a team around us, it was Fulham, and I predicted. I said, put your house in it being a draw, and you got the exact score. Right? I said 1-1. You said 0-0. I said whatever happens, it will 100% be a draw. Obviously, it was 0-0. This will be the same. This will 100% be a draw. I love to say we're going to turn up and take our chances and win 2-0, but the same thing happens. We'll outplay them. They'll be sitting in their 6-yard. Might nick a goal, probably in 1-1 or 0-0. I go 1-1 again. Always concede 1-1.
Yeah,
I reckon.
Go, Cal.
Yeah, I reckon Brighton will win 1-0 just because I haven't been scoring much recently, but then I also haven't been conceding a lot either.
Yeah.
I just think, yeah, more play, 1-0.
Awful.
More players fit, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't know it's because they haven't scored a goal in like 9 years. But
Palace look
no
awful
problem, really.
about Zaha, like they're losing.
You've got to remember as well, we're missing Lamptey and March, both our wing backs. We're now missing Adam Webster in centre back, who's been arguably our best player over the last 3 or 4 games. Like we are very depleted at the moment.
Yeah. I don't rate March though. I can't lie.
Mate, March this season probably going to get our player of the season. He's been that good. Him and Basuma have been our 2 best players. You haven't been watching us this year. He's absolutely just revitalised himself. Honestly,
he's right, but he does the same thing every time. He'll go down the line, and they'll do like a little cut.
No, honestly, as a wing back, he's perfect. He doesn't need to attack that much. So it's like he does get forward. And he's good at it. And he does score goals and get assists. So he's been unbelievable.
Yeah, I reckon.
So we'll miss him.
I reckon 1-0 Brighton as well. I think Brighton.
No Zaha as well. Hopefully, would be massive for us.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was saying to like my Brighton mates, like if Zaha makes a recovery on the Saturday and the Sunday and is able to play because we are playing on Monday, I'm going to be absolutely livid. Honestly, I hate playing on Monday. It's so bad. I was watching him be back in training on Saturday and then making Records come back. Like, yeah, if he don't play, we shouldn't concede, but we'll somehow find a way of doing it and drawing again.
I love watching Zaha play against Brighton, so I hope he is playing.
He's like, yeah, we don't have Murray anymore either. Murray always scored against them and Zaha always scored against us. Like, it's just, yeah. It was you could have bet on it every week, every season, and it would happen.
Did you see in the week the ref headbutting the player? I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Alan Judge.
Alan Judge. Yeah, I didn't see. Did you see the ref get any repercussions or anything?
Yeah, he's got taken away from. That's where the game this weekend. He was meant to referee like Swindon or something.
Oh, really? I just thought he apologised and they got on with it.
I'm pretty sure he got taken off the game for this weekend. I mean, I feel so bad for referees. Obviously, he shouldn't have done it, but like they get abused constantly throughout.
No, I saw so many Premier League players come out and say good on him. Like I love refs to do a bit more of this. And I'm like, I think Tyrone Mings said it. I think someone else said it. But it's a bit crazy. Like,
just every single level, I feel so sorry for refs because they just get abused all the time. And then he's actually stood up for himself. But obviously, he shouldn't have done it how he did it. But
you're a qualified ref. Would you do that if someone was giving you abuse?
But no, definitely not. I wouldn't. Oh, yeah.
I think it depends what kind of abuse. I don't think what Alan Judge said was bad. Otherwise, you would have heard about it. He clearly didn't say anything bad. He was just nipping in his ear the whole game. And
yeah, exactly. Thing with me as well when I'm playing, I don't feel like I mean to abuse referees or whatever. But I'll talk to them, and then as soon as they're like to me, "Oh, stop talking," or like stop complaining to me, or I'll book you. I'm like, all right, fine. That's all you need to say. All you need to say.
Yeah, that's what Premier League and Championship refs don't do enough of. You see foreign refs, second someone talks back to them, they get out a yellow card and get on with it. They do it twice, they get out another yellow card and send them off. That's how it should be. If you're going at it that much, just book them, send them off. If they start doing it, then sure enough, people will stop swearing at refs and stuff. It will just get so much better.
Yeah,
they've got no bottle, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. And as we've got the fantasy king here, we'll talk about our fantasy teams.
Yeah, I'll let you know how mine's going.
Cal's flying top on top of the league. How many points you had? Like 70 of me or something?
I can't even remember, something like that. I got 99 points last week. just 1 off 100. But
You had Gundogan captain, didn't you?
yeah, I had Gundogan captain, which
Yeah.
is nice, 38 points. And then didn't play against well,
Yeah, he didn't
yeah,
play,
no, yeah.
I didn't captain him, and I had him, and I still got the exact average points, even though I had Gundogan, and no one in our league had him. I think other than you and me, just says all how bad my team is.
Yeah, I think Cal I think it was Bud that said this. Cal, it's like Cal watches the games and then picks his team. I got
It's exactly like that at times.
I got 84 points, to be fair. Not too bad.
Yeah. I don't even know. But I used my wild cards a couple of weeks ago, and it didn't work that well. I think I got like, hang on, I'll go back to it. I got 65 points when I used my wild card, but the average was 58. It was the week Suchek got sent off for not doing anything.
Oh,
So,
wait.
yeah, but
I remember looking at the league, and it was you two on 90 and 80 points, and everyone else was on like 60 points or something. It was literally like Calm 90, Joe 80, then 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. So this is it all.
I was
it's literally because I went triple City and had Sterling and Cancelo as well.
yeah, you always seem to have that one player who scores and like does something else in the game as well. I think
Yeah, because I've brought in Cresswell recently as well. It's been quite good.
Yeah, I've had him for ages. Then you obviously put him in, so I'm just saying maybe you're scouting through my team.
Yeah, exactly. Just getting all your best players so you can't catch up to me.
The thing is, that's the problem in fantasy football. Like, you two are top, so you just look at each other and like, I need to stay above him. I need to put in the best players. But one's further behind, like me and everyone around me, is like, if we want to catch you, we've got to put in stupid players. Like, I've got Mahrez. I had Pepe for a couple of weeks just to try out, see if he'd turn his form around after he scored that unbelievable goal against, I think it was Leeds or someone, or Wolves, I can't remember. Yeah, I've just got loads of different players, so I'm trying to catch you. But you two can just do what everyone else is doing and just copy each other to stay ahead of each other. But yeah, once you get in that position, you're golden.
To be fair, one I've had for a while who's actually done so well for me is Ben Mee. I don't know if that many people have him, but he's done so well for me recently.
Burnley have turned it around at the right time, and haven't they, for you?
Yeah.
Clean sheets wise. To be fair, I have Dawson and Fabianski, and I put them in right at the start of West Ham's good run, and they've got me so many points. Dawson scored a couple as well. Got so many clean sheets with them.
Dawson scored that.
Yeah, shame the rest of my team.
I've had Ings in for a while. He scored at the weekend. He's had a couple good goals to get me up there, but I don't really know how I'm gonna make the 70-point cap.
Yeah, it's definitely hard because I've just got further behind. Because if I make the same teams as you, I'm not going to catch you. So I thought I might as well give it a go and change it around, bring in weird players. I've just dropped further and further and further down. Now I'm just trying to stay above the people at the bottom. It's at 8.
Yeah, it's at 8. What? Stan, and Sal.
Yeah, the ones that Holly been playing. Well, not actually, no, that's a lie. But they are. Yeah, they used to be miles behind me. I was right behind Alfie, who was top like a couple months ago. Like, yeah, and all go away so quickly.
Cal, do you get nervous of me catching you?
No. Don't even think about it. I've never had it as well because this year. So I played properly last year and the year before as well. But this year is like the first year where I've been like doing actually all right.
That was me last year, mate. That was I know exactly what I was bottom and then I went top the next year and I won it.
Where are you both in the world? You know,
in the world, I am.
I got so high last season. I got so high in the world. Like I was like top 200,000 or something ridiculous, and top like few thousand in England. And now it's just
1.3 mil.
Yeah, I think the highest I've been this season in the world is like 450,000. I'm like 507,000 for the minute. But.
Yeah, that's mad. I got right up there as well.
The guy at
good. And said now I'm 3 millionth and a half or something.
The guy at the top's got nearly 1.8k points.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't know.
That's like some Back to the Future stuff. They got a booklet with like players of the season and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
A bit like Cal.
What's this?
A bit like you.
Yeah, exactly. It's just my extensive scouting is what it does.
Scouting. All right, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you both for coming on. Connell back on for the first time.
Yeah, cheers, folks. Cheers.